Hello, welcome to another game of Marvel Crisis Protocol. We've got a priority roll coming in here, and it looks like Dutch is going to win. So we've got Dutch's Shield versus Jamie's Hellfire. So with me once again is Nick Cork. Hello, Nick. How's it going?
All good, thank you. Yourself?
Very well, thanks. So we've got the lists up on the screen for all the viewers at home. And we've got a very interesting Hellfire list, because it's not the normal stuff. I was about to say standard Hellfire list, but no, we haven't. We've got Amazing Spider-Man, we've got Malekith, we've got Kingpin in there as well, along as the normal culprits like Rhino and Betrayal Bill. And then obviously we've got...
Mind transfer as well.
Yeah, the key card in the last game. That was really cool. Any thoughts about this, Nick?
As much as it did work out in the end last game, I'm still very much on the fence about Malekith. I think a lot of it's pretty standard Hellfire fare. A few tweaks I know that Jamie likes, like Kingpin in there as a good tech option against Asgard, with him being immune to the collision damage from the pounce from 4.
Yeah, that's very good.
ASM, not sure I love. I think I much prefer Namor in that slot, being the kind of safe grab option, mobile for pay to flips.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But really, with Hellfire, you can't go wrong.
You can't really go wrong, can you? I think Kingpin's a really good one. Like, because you only play him on the maps where he's relevant, then he is going to be super relevant, because the power and the reduction, the damage, healing stuff is just incredible on him.
Yeah, and one of the things I find with Kingpin outside of Hellfire is because you're spending power to reduce it, you often end up not with enough power to throw, even with his throw only being 2 power. So Hellfire giving him that extra power with the leadership makes him even more effective.
For sure. And then on Dutch's side, so Jamie's from England, Dutch is from Canada. He's got a fairly standard shield list. It looks like it's reasonably... it's interesting, actually. It's got Namor and the Invaders in, but we've got Baron Strucker rather than Baron Zemo, so that's an interesting call. But otherwise, it looks fairly standard shield. We've got all 3 leaders. We've got Hawkeye. We've also got Steve Rogers, Captain America Steve Rogers, the much unloved alternative leader for Invaders, which is an interesting call.
So I saw some people claim with him that he can work out better as an Invaders leader than Namor, because Namor's more of a priority target for your opponent to take down. Yep. So if you put the leadership on Steve Rogers, Namor can go out and do his things without you worrying about losing your leadership.
That's very interesting. So we've got the squads coming out. We're playing Gamma cubes on 17, so Jamie picked 17, obviously. Because 15 Gamma would be Nightmare for Hellfire. So we've got on Dutch's side, Dynamo, Captain America, Steve Rogers, Captain America, Steve Rogers, Nick Fury, and Namor. So we've got 3 models that could be the leader here. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
And then on Jamie's side, we've got Emma, Bill, Rhino, Miles, and Black Cat. So it looks like the Hellfire are going to be going super duper scoring. And the Dutch is going to go for a bit more of a mid-range stuff, because Dynamo is also going to shoot people, but Namor can do various things, and the Grunts can do extract grabs and stuff. So yeah, it could be interesting. There's not a lot of fighting in Jamie's list, so he's probably just going to be trying to score the points.
But he does have the 2 steals, which is going to be important with Dutch having priority here and likely being able to go 3-2 up and cubes on round 1.
Yeah, I think the steal is going to be really important here, because if he builds like a mega bunker with all his defensive tech, it's going to be really hard for Jamie to kill anything, even if he had fighting models, and he definitely doesn't. So the steals are going to be a way to just bypass the defensive tech effectively.
One thing he also Dutch also has the option here is grabbing 2 cubes immediately with Fury.
Yeah, and that could cause a bit of a problem for Jamie because he doesn't really have too much ability to punish that.
No, and with Hellfire, you want to get ahead early and stay ahead.
Yeah, so if he goes points down here, which he could quite easily do, that would be less than ideal. But I mean, Hellfire quite often start off with a medium round 1 and then just try and do broken things on turn 3, round 3 and 4, 2 and 3, sorry. So yeah, it's not the end of the world.
I guess the option you'd imagine here that he's going to set up to try and get a cube on Lizard and Bill. They're the kind of obvious extract holders, and then you've got Miles and Black Cat free to get those round 2 steals going, hopefully.
Yeah, it should be interesting. I guess it's I have to see where he places Lizard and Bill, whether he gets super aggressive with them, trying to steal.
So, okay, so he's deploying the grunts here. So he does have the option here where he's deployed them to aggressively pick up the cube, but I feel like the way he's set it up, he's probably going to look to grab both of his home ones with Nick Fury and the grunts.
Yep, that makes sense.
Because I feel like if you were going to aggressively grab one of your opponents, you'd be wanting to grab the middle at the same time as well.
I think I would be going for the middle here with Nick because you can stand on cover, and then who's going to hit you? It's just Emma Frost, so you're going to be doing. You've got 4 Mystic defense against and cover against Emma Frost. So
yeah, I think it looked like he was checking whether he could be on the car within 1 early on. So, considering where Namor's positioned, I'm wondering if his game plan is go grab the middle with Namor, run back, and then second activation he can grab 2 with the grunts and Nick Fury.
Okay, that makes sense. So it looks like we've got the invaders going on to Steve Rogers, Captain America Steve Rogers, which is a spicy, interesting call. We don't see a lot of that. That's just fun. This model's good. I've played against him a few times. The Canadians really like him. And he's quite useful. He's definitely good. The thing he's good at is like just chasing around and bullying squishy idiots. And there are some of those in this list. Okay.
Hey.
Look at this.
Well, I was completely wrong.
Oh, that's a sit rep.
Okay, sit rep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he is going for the safe grab here.
Makes sense.
So if you were Jamie here, knowing that you are likely to go behind, do you throw Bill up or Lizard up to offensively grab? I feel like with Dynamo being sit repped up, that's become a lot less appealing.
Yeah, that covers it quite nicely.
Maybe with Lizard, because one thing Jamie does have is fallback.
Yes.
As his restricted card of choice, so it makes those offensive grabs a lot more safe, shall we say?
Yeah, it's quite scary. Like, if you get Nick is no joke. He will shoot people hard. So if you go and stand in front of him, you could easily just take 3 from just him, just on a normal thing. So
does that look to you like Namor? Oh, he's gone now. I was kind of zooming in to look, and I felt like the base overhung. And I feel like I watched a game on this map before with Pat where he wasn't able to get ASM to stand on that police car.
That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't really have a proper look, but I guess if Jamie's happy with it, he's happy with it.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's not our... Okay, so Bill here going for the grab.
Yeah, I like this one better. The grunts are a lot less threatening than Nick, and
and they won't be near him to get the reroll.
Yeah, and then that forces the grunts to, if they want to go and grab the far one. Well, there's not a lot threatening it, to be honest. Like, it's just a Miles attack.
Yeah.
It's interesting, yeah, because if Dynamo goes and shoots Bill, he could aggressive twice onto the middle Gamma and get some cover, potentially, and be scoring that point.
Whether fallback as an option would potentially get him behind the truck.
Yeah, I wouldn't really waste it this early, but I guess it's
well, no. I think it depends on the kind of damage. If the grunts do nothing to you, all good. But if there's a spike and suddenly things are looking a bit hairy,
for sure. Okay.
Getting the reroll from Namor, which doesn't convert.
So just taking one. I think I take the one here because you can heal it for free with the leadership anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, he's paying not to take it. That's interesting.
And then, yeah, Nick grabs this one. Makes sense. Like, you don't want to give him the option of grabbing this with Lizard.
No. That's fine. So yeah, I reckon Jamie would grab the one behind Bill, and then he's got his 3/2 cubes. So Dutch is definitely building his bunker here. Everybody is just running into that little central bit.
The only thing, though, with that offensive steal from Jamie, the bunker's less impactful if you're behind on point, shall we say.
Yeah, I mean, what?
Obviously, a lot can still change in this turn, but...
Yeah, it's quite... I'm not sure about this. We'll have to see how the whole thing develops, but if he's just building a bunker, then Jamie can just take priority for 3 rounds and then steal the cubes on the last turn of the game and just win. So he can just go 3 cubes and his back point versus 2 cubes plus 2 gammas for Dutch, and then go 4-all, 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 and then do some steals on the last turn. So Dutch Dutch can't just sit in this bunker.
One thing I don't like with the sit rep players, yes, you get an extra attack, hypothetically here, or with Dynamo on Bill. But, oh no, ignore me, because Namor will have the Infinity Formula.
Yeah.
The cube power.
Yeah, he can charge for that. I should correct something I said about taking the damage on Bill, because he's taking a gamma damage anyway, and a Q damage, so there's no point taking that damage from the grunts.
There were, well, because the leadership will come in before the cube damage, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So he would have had the opportunity to heal with it.
Yeah, that's free power. So...
And also, well, he now doesn't. Had he taken it as well, he had the power to fall back. Is fallback 2, or am I being mad?
It's 2, yeah. So that's a really good point.
2.
Actually.
So yeah, he would have had the power to have used fallback if a huge attack was coming through. And
that's a really good point actually, because Dynamo can double tap Bill here, and you know, if he spikes on the first one, you can have 2 to just immediately fall back and then get out of range.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good.
Especially with that van being size 3 and Bill only being 2.
Yeah.
If he could have got behind that.
That's very interesting. Oh my days. Hello, Lizard. What are we doing over here? Okay.
Going bold for that midpoint.
He was having a think, wasn't he? I'm not sure about that. Golly, golly, golly. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. This is going to be a big boy.
I guess that's why you bring him, because of how tanky he is, that you can make these aggressive plays.
Do you know what's even more tanky than having good stats? It's not being shot in the first place.
True, but you don't score as many points.
That's very true.
And he's already got Bill up there as a primary target for attacking,
Yeah.
which seems to be based off this. So I guess he can afford for Lizard to be up there as well.
That's an excellent point, because when you've got 2 targets, it doesn't matter, does it? There's no point. If you've already got one person vulnerable, putting a second person vulnerable isn't as big a deal. Tinium, Jamie is European. He's the last remaining European. He's playing under the moniker of playing Hellfire is a statement today in the red. But he's Jamie, one of the organisers of the Mutant Weekender that will be happening in January, part of the London scene.
That first attack did 1 damage into Bill.
Which he had no choice but to take.
Second one, currently doing 3. I don't know if he's used his reroll yet. Oh yeah, that was a reroll. So he's paid 1 to reduce to take 2.
Did he?
So now he's in a slightly more precarious position.
Did he get 2 attacks there? Did he flurry? Because I think the flurry is different. It's a second person, isn't it? Or does it get a free attack? I never use it.
Nah, it's just a standard flurry, so it can go into the same character.
Yeah.
It's Steve Free on his builder. It has to go into a different target.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I think that's why he's quite spicy. If I remember.
So here,
We're being very aggressive, aren't we? Hello.
yeah, the one thing you want to watch out for is do not put them both in beam range from Crimson Dynamo.
Yeah, that could be. I'm not sure.
Yeah, spread out. That's probably.
Okay, well, we're getting stuck in. It's definitely a plan. See how it works.
And so that's the leadership used. So Bill get heal one here.
I guess that's why he's put Black out there. He wanted the leadership trigger at this moment. So yeah, Bill's. This isn't bad, like, because he's sucking resources into Bill, and now he's got fallback online. So it's not the end of the world. Okay, so 2 from
He's
Dutch.
laughing off this attack.
Yeah, he got nothing there.
But shock. Not sure. Jamie's too heartbroken about that.
He probably doesn't mind. This is very interesting because, like, this isn't how I was thinking it would fall out at all, because Jamie's going to get the central gambit quite easily, and Dutch is not interested in it at all. He's just going for attrition and just trying to kill Bill, who's the most tanky model on Jamie's team. So yeah, interesting.
So Bill paid 1 to take 0 on that attack. So 2 attacks off Dynamo for nothing, other than reducing Bill's power. So, yeah.
Intriguing.
Okay, and even sending Emma up into the mix here.
Oh, blimey. All right, well.
So this, the one thing which concerns me about this is a Dynamo place here next round, and then a beam through all 3 of them.
Oh dear.
I'm not sure I like that, but it would move him out of Namor range.
That's true. Well, Stonecrow is saying Jamie will be protected by his massive cojones, and I think that might be required at this point.
Do you get cover from them?
That's a good point. You hide behind your own conies. Get cover. Well, 5-2 for Jamie on round 1. That's a very good score. He's put himself in a very strong position to try and run down this score, and Dutch is sitting in his bubble, hoping to shoot people. So yeah, Bill's looking. This is interesting then. Like, Jamie's threat overloading here, isn't he? Because, like, is he going to care about that place beam in the middle when Bill's around? As another target,
well, it depends if.
So it's yeah.
I've seen Stranger Things, then all 3 getting dazed.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And he chose to take the power on Bill and the damage.
Oh, he's updated it to 3 now. Should be able to say 5-3.
So, not sure there. Like, it's nice to have power on Bill, but
I don't
with
think
him
he did.
being in that.
He was on 3 damage already, wasn't he?
No, he was on 2, and then he took the cube damage to go up onto 3.
Interesting. Okay, yeah.
So he had the option to pay to not have taken that. Expensive power-wise, but
Definitely a choice. Okay, so I've got a more charge coming right in here. Interesting. So yeah, well, we're not sure about this car thing. That looks alright.
yeah, I'm dubious on the car, but maybe.
Because there's some bit at the back as well.
Yeah.
No, actually, that's on the line of the car. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, it's definitely overhanging.
Yeah, I don't think he fits, but
I mean,
it's not our place to.
It's on the players.
See?
You've got to stick up for yourself.
So
He's going to Lizard. That's a good target for on
there's
the
a
mall.
fucking 1.
So, yeah.
And it was worth the reroll there because Namor ignores damage reduction. So normally, that had the success come in, it wouldn't have done anything extra. But with Namor, he manages to bypass it.
Perfect. So yeah, Staggered Lizard. It's not the best stagger in the world, but it's definitely something. Gave him another go. This is a bigger hit. Look at this one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. That's a dead
5
lizard.
into 1 currently. Yep.
So what does he do here? Does he want to play fullback? Does he want to just eat it? The
Namor has a follow-up here
he's
on his attack.
recalling. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. That's because that Namor is basically unkillable. Next to he's within the bubble of.
Oh,
Jeez.
made no difference.
Okay. All right.
That's just really unfortunate at that stage.
Yeah. I mean, lizard is quite vulnerable to Namor. I've seen it.
Yeah, and like
I've had a little lizards
I
go down that way.
I found that this style of taking the more tankier options of damage reduction has certainly weakened since the arrival of Namor.
Yeah, they can work both ways, unfortunately. Like, I got knocked out by not taking my damage reduction models, and then my opponent didn't take them all. So I got screwed. So yeah, that's not great. I don't know what. I think I'm just. I might be ignoring Namor here and then letting him take his 2 damage on the cubes. I mean, I guess Miles can just Venom Blast him, can't he? That's the other option.
Yeah, maybe is he looking to throw him away, or is this the
Oh, he's lightning him.
hammer?
Yeah. He's doing a lightning. Crimson Dynamo is doing his disruption field. So it's going to be hard work to get through here.
Yeah, especially with the shock on him.
He's got shock, disruption field,
Cover.
and cover. So it's going to be hard work.
Nothing.
Nope. Yeah, I think I might have been prioritizing Bill's power for a throw there, just to displace somebody, just to like throw. Okay, that's an interesting. I think is Bill within 2 of that gamma? I think he probably could have got within 2 of that gamma. Okay, leadership's coming out. Everyone's healing, doing their stuff, totally fair and cool. Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see a measurement on that. Faux show.
Obviously, in hindsight, when he did no damage to Namor, the attack did look really bad. But yeah, that is the risk of doing that attack. Is you've now got Bill in a precarious position where he could have maybe double walked into the back gamma, leaving Miles free to be more aggressive with the steel.
Yeah, especially with Hellfire, it's quite good to just rotate models in and out of the action, and then like let the ones who've taken a bit of shit damage heal up for a round.
Yeah. And Bill's doing his job then. If he gets back to the back point, he's stolen a cube, safely got out, scoring you 2 VP a turn.
Okay, something's happening.
So I think this was Dynamo.
Right. Can he
I'm
get?
not sure who into.
Can he get that beam without getting more? Catching them more in the thing? I guess he can.
I think it looked like it was just hitting Black Cat and Bill.
Yeah, that's fine. So Black Cat takes nothing. Oh, she takes 1. Sorry,
She takes 1. Yeah,
cover. Sure.
Yeah, so the first one went into Bill, I think, for nothing. The second one into Black Cat for 1 damage because he gave cover.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. It's just double beaming, I guess.
Yeah.
Get some power, get some chips.
So he rolled in the crits, so this one must be into Bill. 4 into 1. Imagine he's going to pay here, yeah, to take 2.
Yeah. That's a shame. He could have probably got out of range. I mean, Dino can teleport, but that puts him off the point, etc.
Oh, 4 going to Black Cat. She blocks 2 though with the cover.
Yikes. So Cat, I'd quite like to see a steel stagger run away here, or steel stagger and then place. From
yeah,
Cat.
get to that back. Yeah. So is Bill aggressive here?
Well, he's doing something. I'd like to see some
Okay.
measurements here. Can we have a look at? Can we just check, Jamie? Can we check how far away your foes are? Do you want to? Okay.
I'm not sure throwing Bill back into the mix, but I guess it's clearly got something in plan. Oh, so Black Cat is just outside
That's
of
frustrating.
one on that pesky car.
Mm.
I'm not sure Dutch measured that one either. I think that's just
That's just
fortunate circumstances.
Yep. So move steal.
Yep. And then I guess he probably grapple hooks just a little further back.
I think. I don't love that.
Oh, he must have grapple hooked the first
forward.
time.
Yeah. Okay, that's a bit better.
Dubious measurements there, though, because I think he was measuring the distance from Namor, but
yeah, I would have liked to
fine.
see Black Cat a bit further away from Miles as well, because there's a beam potential on both of them in future.
Yeah, I feel like maybe because has Miles got the power for a Venom Blast and one pickup?
Yeah.
So I guess Miles could potentially move in here, Venom Blast, and pick up the remaining cube with the last attack action.
Yeah, for sure.
Leaving Black Cat on her own on that back point. So these are the grunts.
Into Billiam. It looks like Billiam is gonna block one with cover and pay one, you'd imagine.
Yeah. Paid one, take one.
Oh, okay. What's happening here? Is he? Oh, he's within two, so no cover potentially. Yeah, I mean, I would have liked Bill to not be here. In the kill zone. Because Nick Fury shoots a good gun. I think he'll probably get the one here.
And with having the lead and the ability via the steals and stuff to to have more extracts than Dutch, I think it would have been beneficial just to have gone back to his own bunker in effect.
Yes. Well, you need to be pulling Dutch out of position.
Yes.
He's getting to stay in his bunker whilst also attacking, and Jamie had the opportunity to just not let that happen.
Yeah. While still extending his lead due to taking the extracts with him. But it did alright on that attack, so Nick Fury whiffed, and Bill got a good block in.
Interesting.
So he is still alive with just Steve Rogers left to go.
Steve Rogers, Captain America, Steve Rogers.
Is this Emma?
I guess it must
Emma
be.
into... Not a big attack or a big block, so...
Yeah, I mean, the chances of Emma getting through much here is just extremely slim with
Got a couple through.
Okay, alright. It looks like Dutch didn't pay for Disruption Field there, so maybe he was just assuming that nothing would happen. But so now Emma's got the pops. Oh no, it's Emma's turn. She doesn't allow that stuff to happen. I know this game. Sure.
Wonder. Oh, so I quite would have liked maybe going for Steve here to advance him away. I guess he can probably charge back in anyway, but it makes it much more difficult for him to get up and contest that middle point.
Yeah, he's really scary.
If he managed to get the advance on him.
With his flurry, he's a scary boy. If he starts hitting that, then he does a lot of damage.
Range free though, so I guess if she advanced him out, he'd be able to charge straight back into range free anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so she's got enough for spender here, so maybe she'll do that. Maybe she'll just do another builder.
Looks like into Dynamo.
Okay.
Much bigger attack this time, but
Oh,
a huge
hello.
block.
Yeah, big block.
Huge block. All but the wild came in, so he's got the advance at least.
Okay.
So after
So 1 damage goes through on a 6-hit attack.
yep, one damage.
That's interesting. You get to walk him off the gamma, which means that Dutch might be tempted to leave Steve there.
Does that open up a Miles double walk web swing?
He's mind transferring on the grunts. Oh, look at this!
Does that actually work?
It's beautiful. They do have an activate token. I don't know if it says non-grunts though.
Use an enemy character with an activated token within 3. Move an activated token from the character.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, that looks legit. So I'm assuming they can't activate without Nick Fury activating.
That's correct. Yeah, they cannot activate without Nick Fury.
So he is just completely nullified an activation.
A full activation. Unless there's that should work. Unless there's an FAQ or something on the forums, that should definitely work.
I think they are querying that.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. You don't want to get gotcha'd. So don't bring grunts into Emma, I guess, is the the new world. Oh, Dutch is gone.
Yeah, is that enough?
James just messaged me, but I'll just reply to him.
So from what the card specifies, it says choose an enemy character with an activated token within 3 of Emma. Move an activated token from chosen character to another enemy character that does not have an activated token within 2 of the chosen character. So, as written, there is no implication that that wouldn't work on the grunts.
Yep, I mean, what?
And because the grunts do not get to activate, even if they don't have an activated token, unless their parent activates,
100%.
then this looks pretty clear cut to me, unless there has been some errata or something I've completely missed.
So yeah, so Tarnium is in the chat is mentioning that it's the rule about grunts not being targeted by tactics cards, but
isn't that allied tactics
it is allied
cards only?
Yeah, he's mentioned that. Sorry, it's allied only.
Yeah. Well, Jamie continues to deliver with his big mind transfer plays. For those that missed it, in his last game, he mind transferred, I believe it was either Red Skull or Loki.
It was, so he had a Zemo that was activated with 1 health remaining from being KO'd, and a Loki that was mostly healthy, who had not yet activated. So he moved up, exchanged the activated token, so there was now an unactivated Zemo and an activated Loki, and then spended Zemo for the 1 remaining damage to KO him.
Yeah, luckily it was with the throw, wasn't it? He got the wild throw trigger because the attack didn't do enough. And despite brace being up, because during Emma's turn you can't use brace, he got the 1 damage through to take out Zemo. So say this goes ahead like we think here, and Dutch is fully activated out. Do you go bold here and send Miles to that back gamma for the 2VP?
100%, I think 100% you do that.
I would, but it's certainly a risky play, but it's certainly high reward.
Okay, I'm gonna just turn the thing on. I'll pop into their room and have a chat with them. But
Okay.
Dutch is not being a thing, so I'm just going to turn off our sound for a second. Okay, I'm back. I just popped into the thing and had a little chat with him and tried to offer an impartial opinion. But yeah.
Assume Dutch isn't accepting it then?
Yeah, I think he just wants to make sure because it's such a huge thing. Like, I think he's mainly just like, this feels really too good, and I understand that feeling. So yeah, that's totally understandable. Like, it's a thing that, like, when you encounter something that you have never seen before that's also amazingly good, your first instinct is like, that can't be true.
Yeah, because it's come as a shock to me, and I'm just like, okay. But I think a lot of people just really dismiss this card in the past because you just had so many better options, and that it would be quite niche. But with how restricted Hellfire cards are right now, I can see it being. It started making my 10. I didn't really ever put it in my 5, but there's definitely some powerful use cases for it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Right.
Yeah. Put me on the pressure now. So if Jamie hits, so Jamie currently he's scoring in the middle. Bill and Emma. So if Captain America doesn't get to go and it stays as is, it's going to be 2 points to Dutch and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to Jamie. However, like we mentioned, Miles still has to go. If he goes on that back point, that then becomes 7-2 to Jamie, which would put him in a pretty dominating position going into round 3. So whilst it's very risky sending your Miles with a cube all the way up the map, it's going to put you in such a put Jamie in such a commanding position that I think it's the right call.
Yeah, so what would the score be then? It'd be 12-5 if that happened?
12-5, yes, correct.
Ooh, that is a scary number for round 2 of a game of Marvel. Blimey. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense for them to. One sec. It makes sense for them to.
Yeah, I believe they're waiting on an accuser.
Check it. Yeah, I mean, this is effectively the game, isn't it? So it makes sense for. Or
it's relatively close at the moment. If he doesn't get to go with Steve, then yeah, there's real bad times. So yeah, if you don't know that this is the interaction, I think it'd be foolish for him to just play on an assumption.
Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, if this works, then the internet's going to be ablaze. Like, Chewie dubbed this the greatest play he'd ever seen the first time.
This is better.
So this is better.
Is even better.
This is even better. So this is we're gonna have some TikToks about this one.
Might have to get TikTok then just to watch. Yeah, if Chewie doesn't make a video about this, I will be very disappointed.
Yeah.
Assuming it goes ahead, we still haven't had it confirmed yet.
Oh, the tension, the drama.
Literally on the edge of my seat here. In a way, I almost hope it doesn't work, just so that we get more of a game. Because I feel like this could, if this does go ahead, it feels like the game could be over pretty quickly if Jamie has this 12-5 lead after round 2.
Yeah, I mean
one thing in Dutch's favour here is Lizard's obviously injured without any cubes, so his contribution's going to be limited next turn. Bill and Cat are both in a bad shape, health-wise.
He's got. I mean, Dutch will obviously have priority if this happens. He would have had it anyway, but yeah, he definitely have double have it now, which means he can just get Bill fairly quickly, and then potentially Cat as well. So it's definitely interesting. It's difficult though because Namor will have 2 health left at this point. So let's say best case scenario, Namor.
He's only got 1 cube.
Oh, he's got 1 cube now. Okay, he's got 3.
Yeah, because Black Cat stole 1.
So assume he kills Bill, picks up his cube, charges, kills Cat, picks up her cube. He'll have 3 health left, and Emma will just be staring down the barrel of him. And Miles could also. Well, Miles won't be there, but like, yeah, it's he's not that secure. Yeah, this is the problem with Gambit because like Dutch has now got to fight for all 3 secures as well. You can't just be like because Jamie would be so close to winning at that point.
One option James is going to have here as well is survival on Lizard.
Yes.
Probably not the most high-profile target, but there is an option here of a, depending on where Miles ends up, of a multi-person double beam from Crimson Dynamo.
Yeah, it might be worth playing. I mean, survival doesn't work on Namor, obviously, so that's a downside to it.
No, but I don't. I think it's unlikely that Namor is going to go into Lizard.
Yes.
I think there's a chance that Dynamo beams multiple characters, and then having survival up on Lizard just so he just takes no damage from that. Might still get shocked, but I'm not sure you're that fast to get Lizard shot. And you can then use Lizard to throw someone away, throw a car into someone, do something, and make sure that you definitely get an activation out of him. Because there isn't anyone else injured. So it might be the only time he uses a card, but
yeah,
just throwing it out there. I'm not sure I 100% would or not, but because maybe you want him to be a tempting target for. But I don't think Dutch is going to fall for that and prioritize KOing Lizard when he needs to stop points being scored.
Yeah, this is quite the delay. Okay, so Jonah has resolved the issue in his official capacity as an accuser, so hopefully we will be moving on at this point.
Do we know what he said?
He said that it works, so Jamie can do
does
this
work.
thing.
Yeah. I think the only thing saving him there was had there been an official errata or comment put out. I did a little search, couldn't find anything on the forums to say otherwise. So I think this makes sense. And yeah, did you know this was a thing before? Because I legitimately haven't seen it before.
I'd literally never thought about this or seen it happen. So yeah, this is. Yeah, I don't think Dutch is very happy. It's a nasty thing to get caught out on in.
Yeah, it's a real gotcha moment, isn't it?
Yeah, there aren't
but
many
you can't
of those
blame
in
Jamie.
Marvel.
No.
I mean, he's very smartly done a clever thing with the cards to his available to him. So no shade on him whatsoever. But yeah, well, this is I guess it's resolved, and it's going to set the internet ablaze. Lovely.
Wonder if the last game wasn't the start of mind transfer popping up everywhere. I wonder if this will be.
I'd almost given up Hellfire just because they're so boring, but maybe I'll have to go back to them now just for this reason.
The thing you might need to watch out for is that it's great in positions like this, but don't play around it or like trying to maximize it. I think that's where people might get caught out.
Yeah. I think just play the first opportunity you can. But this is basically the ultimate opportunity, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
This is.
I don't mean that, but I mean, don't necessarily try and set up an elaborate mind transfer plan because it might not come off. But if you see an opportunity like this, go for it.
Smash it. Yeah. This is a really good example of how it can work, because like Emma is completely irrelevant to the scoring of this game. She's not standing on secure, and she's not holding a cube. So Dutch has got no.
Secure.
Is she on the
She's
secure?
on the middle.
Oh, she's in the middle. Okay.
Yeah.
But she's got no cube, so she's not. She's one of the least relevant models to Dutch in terms of his target priority.
The Dutch is reconnected to the game. Yep, mind transfer's been played. Here it is. So, what we've been waiting to see is Miles going to go for the backgammon.
Yeah. all this waiting, and then, is Bill not activated either?
Bill did, yeah.
So,
Bill went early,
fine.
threw the hammer ineffectively. Here comes Miles. Is
he doing it? I think he is doing it.
Yeah.
Just
double walk and then web swing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, solid play. Makes sense.
Don't like that measuring there, though, Jamie.
Oh, Jamie, no, we can't do that, my friend. Okay. That's not going to make Dutch happy.
So yeah, for those unaware, that you need to be using the size 3 place. The size 3 tool to place where Miles is going. So you can't use it to measure one at the same time, which is effectively what happened there. But we know Miles could definitely make it. It was just a sloppy measurement, which isn't technically allowed within the rules. So yeah, 12-5.
Cool, blimey! Wow, what a turn up! That is a big number.
So does he play survival here? Because if you look, I think without measuring, I think he can potentially get Miles, Bill, Emma, and Lizard with a double beam here.
For sure.
And so Bill's dazed here, so he didn't pay.
I think that makes a lot of sense, because he would 100% died. So now he gets to activate this round or next round. So yeah, there's going to be a big old beam, isn't there? Here.
If he goes for it, it's a 4-person double beam. It looks to me like that's possible. So you haven't got the tools to measure.
I mean, if he does do that, he'll put 2 more damage into them more, though, which will be the end of him.
It'd have one left, but yeah, it's definitely hairy.
Yeah. It's a rough spot for Dutch, but it's definitely
because of that beam potential, I would actually like the survival play on Lizard here.
I think I like not playing it because I'll tell you why. Because there is a very real chance that Dutch could get back into the game here by just dazing everybody, but then Hellfire could still win next round quite easily, and that's when survival might come in. Oh, he's playing it.
True, but he is playing it.
I think it's fine either way. To
be honest, I did think Lizard had one more power than he did as well when I was advocating for it.
I don't think
he doesn't have the throw.
He's not done the power phase. He definitely had 5 power.
Okay, so I wasn't going completely mad then. I thought he would have enough power to. Has he forgotten the power phase? Because the dice are rolling.
I guess he has. Okay, he's forgotten the power phase. Fine. It's not ideal because 3 is very relevant to Lizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liam says Namor and no survival, but I mean, if Namor punches Lizard at this point, I think you're fine with that, aren't you? It's baits him in. So something's happening.
Did Emma spend down to 0, or did she spend down to 1?
No, she spent down to 1. Oh, interesting. So he's done a spender into Bill, and the splash damage one. So that must be why there's damage onto Lizard. But Bill has blocked all the damage, all but 1. He shouldn't have.
He can't pay to reduce.
He can't pay, so he should be taking 1. So I'm not sure what's going on.
maybe they're doing the measurements here.
Yeah, maybe they're just doing this bit first. So Emma should take 1 as well. Yeah, there you go.
Yep, 1 onto Bill. Oh, 2 onto who? No, 1. Up and down.
Yeah, it's 1. Should be 1.
Yeah, no, it's Bill went up to 2 damage and then back down to 1.
Sure.
I think maybe a little lag or something when applying it.
So let's do something else. Probably another spend of some kind. You spent 3.
Not a big roll. Oh, Bill being very defensive there.
So it looks like Bill's
Blocking 3. He's
gonna
got 1
survive
reroll
here, you'd imagine. So
3. Yep, blocking 3.
okay, that's interesting.
And this is another point of damage onto the lizard. Well, lizard's got the power now for throw, even without the power phase.
He sure does. Yeah, the attack must have been into Bill, Liam, because otherwise this wouldn't be getting pushed. Okay, so that's not the greatest. There's battlefield medicine. It's on Namor. We were obviously missing that earlier.
So Emma's just jumped up another power, so I think he's realised that he's forgotten his power phase.
Okay.
They've all gone up.
Okay, so this is interesting. Bill's looking fairly survivable at this point.
Miles here, move in, get the cube, and then
Get the hell out of Dodge. Yeah, that is a pretty tempting option, isn't it? Yeah, it's a good play.
And then pop the leadership. The only trouble with that though is lizard. So maybe not at this stage, because
I think that's fine.
well, clearly
Ooh.
I like my lizard way more than you do.
Just like that's right. I think I'd be running Bill Miles into the corner here behind that truck, not back to the place where the other models are. You want to be spreading your mod targets out at this point.
Possibly. The only thing is though, there isn't a huge amount of threat. I guess you got Steve Rogers can walk and then charge.
Yeah.
But Dynamo is so far out of the action now. I'm not sure he can realistically get there.
Oh, Jamie's doing his bad boy measuring again.
Someone needs to have words with that boy.
He's the bad boy of Marvel Crisis Protocol, isn't he? Look at this guy.
Oh well, that time he's literally just gone the full at least. So
Makes sense. Should be a leadership here. I'd like a full health, Miles. Maybe not. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. He's not going to die this turn, is he? Is he? I don't know.
Cat might though. I think Cat's in much more danger than Miles right now.
The other thing on the cards here is that if you had leadership now, then Miles got enough for fallback, which you can fall back with those 2 cubes, and Lizard can go and grab them.
Okay, so what's this? I didn't see.
Someone's doing a thing. Looks like it might be Grunts attacking. Rolling 4 dice there.
Assume into Bill then.
Yeah, it's 4 into Bill.
So reduce down. Yep, take 2.
Classic Grunts. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, Dynamo is so far out of the way of the action, though. This is a rough.
Yeah, that getting the trigger, especially because I don't know if you remembered, but he got the wild off the crit.
Yeah.
So fallback.
This is a good fallback here. This is a great fallback. Falling back for grunt attack always feels good.
Yeah, let's put him out of range of double tap of the grunt and Nick Fury. So
very nice.
So yeah, him getting the wild on the off the crit roll was what moved Dynamo off the point, allowing him to get that double points with Miles. Yeah. Quite a huge dice roll.
Okay, so Nick going into Bill here, trying to finish him off.
Oh, not the best to start, but he's got a reroll.
So currently not doing it. He's getting a reroll.
Yep. So 4 into 1. They're -1, so he still takes 2
So
and dies.
that's the end of old William.
That was my only slight issue earlier, I thought, with the letting him daze in the cleanup phase. Because whilst he would have easily dazed this turn if he went into the turn with only 1 health,
Yeah,
it did mean that there was no way that he could be KO'd this turn.
that's true. I mean, I think Jamie's looking to win this turn, isn't he? And
Yeah, sure.
burning resources, making his opponent burn a resource into Bill is probably something that he's happy with at this point. It might not work out long term. If Dutch finds a way to hold him to only 3 victory points this turn, then that might be super relevant. So Cat's only on 1 health, so she's got some interesting stuff to do. I mean, Cat could walk up here, stagger Steve Rogers, and then just accept her fate.
Yeah, well, she's got the cube though. So at the moment, at that bat point, Jamie is scoring 4 points there currently.
Yeah.
Nick's gone. Namor's gone. So it's only
But-
Steve Rogers and Dynamo need to daze Cat effectively.
Yeah, but
Do you
Dutch
double walk here and throw Steve?
Yeah, Dutch cannot leave his backgammon because Emma can double walk to it last activation.
Oh yeah, sure. But I mean, the only real danger Black Cat has here is from Steve walk charge. So I was thinking, would you maybe double walk Lizard up and throw Steve?
Yeah.
Would that be far away enough? I'm looking to measure that potentially.
At the
So
at the very worst,
So this is
he's suspendering into Namor here.
Don't think it's enough dice. It must be a builder. And yeah, he's got the wild push.
Okay. It's just a builder then. Okay, interesting. A slow one Namor would have been quite tasty there. Oh, so he's looking. He was fishing for the wild, and then he can also throw Nick. Okay,
He got it. So he got both there. It doesn't look like he's on the point himself.
He measured it. He should put the 1 out, so he just.
Oh, he did. Okay, it's one of those where he just bounced off the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was certainly a riskier play with a healthy Namor there, but it's worked out perfectly for him.
Yeah, so Steve can come in here and he's not. It doesn't look like he'll be within 3 of Cat there, so he may have to.
No, but he does have charge, doesn't he? Or well,
It's a pseudo
not
charge.
a literal charge, but
Yeah.
yes. So
Okay, this makes sense.
So he probably would have made it anyway had Lizard double walked and thrown him, but I would have liked to at least measured because that would have been game winning if you could stop Cap being able to attack Black Cat here.
For sure. So the choice here is between Spender and Builder, because the Spender doesn't have a flurry on it. So does he want to go into Miles as well? Oh yeah, probably do, because he's got his I've knocked out tyrants over 200 times superpower, which lets him reroll any on his attacks. So you may want to do a builder with that. So I guess he's attacking Cat.
7 dice, so this must be the
Spender, I guess. So yeah, this should probably get rid of Cat.
4 into 1. Yep, that's Cat down.
Yeah, so this is a problem because Miles
Does not have the power to, or did he have 1 left?
He had 5. So
I just saw when I saw him, he was just down to 0.
Oh, that's interesting, yeah, because I thought he had 5, but maybe he had 6. I think maybe he had 5 at the end of last turn. So, yeah, so currently Jamie has 3 victory points with Lizard and Miles. So he needs 1 more somehow. And Dynamo's got no possibility of displacing Lizard, so he can either try and he just has to go and double walk onto that point to take it. I don't think there's a way out here. So, yeah.
Well, Jamie's got to go beforehand.
That's true.
So where do you go with Emma here?
Do you hope to displace Cap? I think you double walk Emma onto the back point, and then Dynamo. What's he going to do? He cannot kill Lizard and Emma. You reliably, I don't think.
Okay, so he's going into Cap. So if he gets Cap off this point, then Dynamo's got to double walk to the middle.
Yeah.
Or kill him. And he has. So Jamie got the trigger he needed. So Cap's going to get moved off this point.
Ooh, this is rough because Jamie's going to only get 3 this round. I guess he can he's going to have prio. I guess he can just move Miles to the corner. That's probably going to be enough.
Yeah.
Is that going to be enough?
Run Miles for the hill. I don't think anyone can realistically catch him.
So 15. Dutch will have 4. So it will be 15 to 9. So yeah, if Miles moves, it will go to 17, and then Dutch can only score 16. So yeah, that should be it. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, he was just. I thought he was going to get it wrong there. But,
staying on this dubious car again.
Extremely dubious. Standing on this car.
He is very much overhanging.
It's not even. Look, you can see the shadow of the base. Like, yeah.
Well, right. I guess if you've done it twice, you might as well do it a third time.
And right there, look at that roundness. There we go. He's bleeding these two, so it makes sense. We're shocking Lizard, giving him one of the little damages. I'm going to shoot Emma.
So this is it. So yeah. So Jamie's going to go to 15.
Dutch has got 4. So Miles can move to this bottom corner over here.
And
then I think he's completely safe. Even Namor can't catch him over there.
Yeah, if he goes to the very far corner, I think that is game. There's not enough points on the. Is there? Could he score 7?
He could score 7, but that gets him to 16, and Jamie would have 17.
And Jamie would be on 17. Yeah. So. We'll see what Jamie's going to do with his priority move here, but I think
one of my personal bugbears when watching people play is when they're going to do walk web swing or something, they do the web swing last, even though they could just do the web swing in the middle and then have the movement tool free for the last of the activations to get the perfect thing, because it makes absolutely zero difference which order you do them in if you're just going a full whack. And so just do the web swing in the middle. Okay, so I guess Nick's taking a damage from the cube and the gamma.
Looks like Jamie is measuring to Miles.
Come on, let's have a web swing, mate.
Come web swing, come on.
Come on, baby. It doesn't matter, he's going the full distance.
No, he's into the corner.
Yeah, okay, I think that's game. I don't think even Namor can reach him there. And there are no
shenanigans, I don't believe.
I think the only possible out here is if Jamie attacks Namor and he eye in the skies him forwards.
Can you imagine? That would break the internet.
That would be a goof. So yeah, I think we're done. I guess if I'm Dutch, I'm still playing out just in case there's a mistake, I guess. But I think. I think we may pop in and do questions after this one actually, because it's been quite spicy.
Okay, yeah. First question. So, after having played that game, do you feel like you've just been mind transferred? You think they're just counting it up?
Okay. So yeah, I guess they're maybe just thinking about it.
Yeah, there's always a possibility they've seen something we've not.
Yeah, I mean, I make many mistakes, so could be anything. So you say, yeah, even better. The mind transfer in this game was even better than the one in the pastrami game. So we're gonna have to go back and look at that.
I can't wait for the next round now. See how he's going to up it even more.
Yeah.
Complete the trilogy.
Okay. So yeah, Dutch has conceded, so we will.
Okay.
We'll pop in just a second and say hello. So yeah, just quit the stream and join his.
She's like,
hey guys, we're just popping in to say hello and congratulations to Jamie, commiserations to Dutch, and well played. Yep. Well enjoyed the game. Thank you for letting us stream. How are you feeling after that one, Dutch? Are you okay? I know it's a bit stressful way to lose.
I needed Nemo to do more, and as I was telling Jamie, like this is my 7th game in 2 days, and it felt like the dice have not cooperated with me this weekend. It very well might have, and this might just be bias on me. So like that could very well be the case. And then it's like, hey, here's this really niche interaction. This is the first time I've ever heard it come up. I genuinely think that mind transfer play cost me the game.
Oh, 100%. That won the game for sure. Like it was so hard to come back from there. Yeah.
Very well, Jamie. Very and so it's just and it's something that I wasn't even thinking about having to be concerned about, and the fact that it meant it's a forecast that just activates one of my guys seems so incredibly strong.
Yeah, it's I mean, Jamie did it in his previous game as well against Pastrami, which set the internet ablaze, and I think he's bettered it in this one. So yeah,
I'd say one thing, it was also stupid luck on my part because Emma had to do 2 damage to Namor, which she did, and then had to get the trigger on Dynamo, which she did, and then did mind transfer, which then opened up for Miles to jump the back point. So everything went right for me in that moment.
Yeah, because you needed the wild and you didn't have it, and then you got it on the crit as well. So
exactly.
It's just absolutely like lottery ticket winning play. But it was great. Once you got it, to see it and act it was really cool. So yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You certainly weren't the only one to get caught off guard by that, Dutch, because both me and Joe were completely dumbstruck by it also, so I wouldn't feel too bad about not seeing it happen because it's such a niche interaction.
I didn't know it happened either until I saw it in front of me. I was like, oh shit, that totally works. You see me reading the card. I was like, it must say non-grunt, right? And it doesn't say that.
It should.
Yeah.
It absolutely should.
I agree. And I will take full credit when that gets nerfed. I'll be like, that was me. That was me.
Yeah, I mean, they did it for Convocation, didn't they? So they should do it for this as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. Even if Steve did nothing but stand on this back gamma, I would swing the points down 13 now. Maybe 13 to 10 or 14-10, and still, now that's still winnable. It's difficult. but it's possible.
Yeah, 100%.
But now with that extra point or two up there with Miles, and then Miles being the typical web warrior that he is and noping out into the middle of the corner.
Yeah, because I mean, he can't do that if the scores are different after that. But yeah. It was. Any other thoughts, Dutch, on the game in general before that event happened? How did you feel it was going at that point?
Bill stealing mine, I thought I could punish harder with the Steve, the grunts, the dynamo.
Yep.
2 taps from dynamo, and then dealing 3 damage between all that felt really bad.
Yep.
But that's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, that's Bill, isn't it? Sometimes he's just annoying, but yeah, it's.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations, Jamie! Well done, another victory for Mind Transfer. How do you feel after that one?
Yeah, victory for me using Mind Transfer.
Yeah, obviously, sorry, victory for Jamie, the king of Mind Transfer. Yeah.
I bring that card as a joke every time, and the last 3 games, it's suddenly not been a joke anymore. And this was exactly that. It was like that was okay. There was nothing funny about that. We both kind of got bamboozled by it. We were both googling rules forums for ages, waiting for a judge to show up. So yeah, thanks for jumping in to try and help us. But yeah, it was it was a horrible way to win, I think. But I mean, it wasn't planned, so I won't feel too evil. It just kind of fell out. But yeah, it was good. This is the first time I've played Invaders. My entire game plan all afternoon was, okay, I'm just going to kill Namor, which is why I brought Bill. And then you put the leadership on Captain America. I was completely lost.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. And then I played Survival on Lizard, and then Namor just killed him or hit him anyway. So I was just so thrown. I didn't know what was going on. So yeah, I feel a bit lucky here.
No, I mean, you played well, and it's as a bad feels as it is. You're still a lot of credit to be the guy playing the card that no one else is playing or no one else likes, and have spent some time thinking about it. So it obviously feels horrible for Dutch to. The problem is that you don't know it's coming. It's not that the rule itself is cheating or anything. It's just that when you experience it for the first time without knowing it, it just feels horrible.
Yeah,
and they may change it, but it's not the only strong thing in Marvel.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it is hard to pull off. She needs 4 power. The grunt needs to be within 2. It's already a hard card to pull off. I mean, they should change it from non-grunts. There's that weird loophole which we discovered this game that grunts can't be targeted by allied tactics cards, but it can be targeted by enemies, which is weird. But I can see why, because you got things like pyrotechnics should work on grunts, right? It's silly if it didn't.
Yes.
So yeah, there's a lot of this. It's just a weird niche thing. It's a card that no one plays, right? No one takes it seriously. So we haven't seen it before.
And it's the kind of card that there's a huge risk in taking it because the perfect situation might not come up. There might never be a chance to do it. So there's lots of games where everybody's at full health or everybody's dazed at the same time, so you can't get value from
trust me, that happens. I barely ever use it, but the last 3 games just happen to have been streamed, and it's come up brilliantly. Yeah. So yeah, but 9 times out of 10, it is just not used at the end of the game. So the only reason I bring it is because Hellfire have nothing else for them, and I don't take many characters that need cards. That's just a coincidence. So that's the only reason it fits in. And every time I put it in, I laugh. Every time I consider using it, I'm like, this is funny. But this time it wasn't funny. It was like, oh shit, that's game winning. Yeah. But yeah.
My only real comment of why I think it's too good is that effectively it's a 4 power thing that activates one of my models. And and I understand it's restrictive in the range and the fact that I needs power. It just feels real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
But,
for sure.
Again, you played it well, and full credit to you for spotting the line.
Yeah, thank you, man. Oh yeah, good game. It was fun outside of that. It was good seeing Invaders do their thing for the first time.
So, Nick, you got any questions, or should we leave these guys to the evening?
No, I think you guys summed it up nicely. Yeah, like Joe said earlier, thanks for letting us stream.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you.
That's great. Okay,
Well,
thank you
bye,
guys. Bye.
Thanks everyone. Cheers. Bye.